Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Iyalaje is alleged to have been shot out of the palace again, allegedly again and again, as her name keeps, appearing, or they keep calling her name in everything that is happening. And you do know that Ooni of Ife is trying to protect Queen Naomi by any means, and is trying to prevent anything that is capable of causing problems between himself and Queen Naomi again. For those of you who have been following this trend, you do know the part Iyalaje played towards getting Queen Naomi out of the palace, and they say she was a major factor to what happened that took Queen Naomi out of the palace. And during that time, they said Ooni of Ife shot Iyalaje out of the palace, like Iyalaje should never come back into the palace. For the longest of time, Iyalaje was not entering the palace, only until recently, not, I think about a year ago or thereabout, that Iyalaje had brought people to come and apologize to the Ooni of Ife, and Ooni of Ife started allowing her into the palace. But unfortunately, again, it looks like when person don't shit, clean yash, where fly go, they follow him everywhere when he go, even if he don't clean yash. Right now, everything that is happening is going back to Iyalaje this, Iyalaje that, and all of that. They said Ooni of Ife made a pronouncement again that Iyalaje has to stay off the palace for now, until that because before now, they said that Iyalaje used to come to the palace, and like she was always in the palace. That she could come as, whenever she wants. At will, she was allowed into the palace and all of that. Then, now, when Ooni shot her out of the palace, she stopped coming into the palace. And for the longest of time, she was not coming. But right now, that Ooni said this whole thing happened, even after Ooni opened up and she started coming, Ooni shot her out again recently that she should stop coming. That if there is any need for Iyalaje to be in the palace, if he needs Iyalaje, that he's going to call Iyalaje, he's going to send for them and invite Iyalaje whenever the woman is needed. But that relationship where she will always be in the palace, be in the Odua office, elders office, elders council office, everywhere you go here, you see Iyalaje, you go there, you see Iyalaje. They say she wakes up in the morning, she dresses up, and she enters the palace as if she is walking inside the palace. Ooni of Ife is prohibiting that arrangement, that he does not want that again to happen. He does not want Iyalaje to be in the palace every day, morning, afternoon, evening, that Iyalaje should stop coming into the palace. It's not a small something, though. They said that Iyalaje felt very bad and Iyalaje cried. And from what we are hearing, they say Iyalaje is begging again that Ooni should not shut her out of the palace, that the palace is her family. Palace is everything that she has got right now. Getting up every day and going into the palace is one thing that is keeping her long on earth, that she is not going to cause any problem from Queen Naomi. And that was why she made an attempt to organize a reconciliation party. A reconciliation party that we had that she didn't, Ooni did not go for, Nami did not go for, the sisters did not go for, Baba did not go for, nobody went for. So Iyalaje was trying to do all of this to, make up with Queen Naomi, but unfortunately, Queen Naomi is has better dreams now. She's not looking at those kind of situations. Making up with Iyalaje or not making up with Iyalaje is not what Queen Naomi is looking at right now. So what we are hearing now, is that Iyalaje is begging that Ooni should not shut her out, that she loves the royal family, and that is why she's always coming into the royal family, that everything that happened in the past, it will never repeat itself again, and all of that. But one thing I'm saying is that it's important for people to know that whenever you gather for an innocent person, God is going to fight, exonerate that person, and bring you down. And that is exactly what is happening right now with Iyalaje. Because what they did to Queen Naomi was very, very bad and very, very wrong. It was unfair that they treated Queen Naomi that way. It was unfair that they gang up against Queen Naomi. It was unfair that they tried to push Queen Naomi out of her own home so that they can have what it is that they want. But God is showing them on a daily basis that you can never be God. You can never lord over God. God is God, and God will always be for whoever God wants to be for. So right now they say Iyalaje is begging Ooni, say Iyalaje should not enter the palace anymore. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you. Thank you. Please.